NFL 7 commitments in 3 days. This is the best recruiting weekend ever. I'm gonna tell you all about how that got started and how it ended and who the names are after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
Woo! I'm lit. So this is a story all about how we went from the number 11 class to the number 1 recruiting class according to the Rivals.com rankings. We're sitting pretty at number 2 in the 24/7 composite, and it started with the spring football game weekend. Also, all rankings in this video are according to Rivals.com because we look better in the Rivals.com rankings and not in the 24/7 composite. And it all started with 5-star wide receiver Arjei Henderson, who was once committed to OU before decommitting, then committed to Oregon, then decommitted, and now it seems that he has finally come back home to the Sooners. He's one of the most versatile wide receivers in the class, and I'm so excited to be able to say my name twice. RJ. The second commitment came an hour later in 5-star wide receiver Theo Wease. He is the number 1 wide receiver in the country and the number 3 overall prospect across the country. Wease, like Henderson, was a one-time OU commit who decommitted nearly a year ago last year, came full circle, finishes what he starts. The third commit was the first defensive commit of the weekend. His name is Jamal Morris. Jamal Morris is a Rivals 250 safety. He was down to offers from Oklahoma, Texas, and LSU. We thought that he might wait until after his Texas visit in May to commit to OU, but he pulled the trigger on Friday at 3 p.m. It's a big time safety get in a class that up until this weekend lacked some defensive star power. The fourth commit was the only 2020 commit of the weekend. He is running back Jaylan Knighton. Jaylan Knighton becomes the second running back in the 2020 class to commit to the Sooners following Jace McClellan. This is a kid from Deerfield, Florida who had offers from all across the country and figured to be a favorite to go to an SEC school before pulling the trigger and deciding to commit to Lincoln Riley and the Sooners. At this point, we need to start raising hands for those of us that didn't commit to Lincoln Riley this weekend. I didn't raise my hand, I committed. The fifth commit of the weekend was the third recommitment of the weekend and the first commitment the Sooners have secured at defensive tackle. His name is Greene. Greene decommitted earlier this year because of family health issues that figured to keep him at a school that's closer to home, but in coming to Oklahoma this weekend, feeling the festive air of the spring game environment, Greene went back with his heart and committed to the Sooners. The sixth commit made it official on Monday after Lincoln Riley subtweeted the eye emojis on Sunday. I made a special video to try to convince this commit to come to Oklahoma. Jarrion, check it out. I'm watching your tape, fam. What the? Ooh, cover him up, son. Go get the ball. Ooh, Jarrion. I heard that Jarrion to Norman is the hashtag trending on Twitter right now. And I don't know if you noticed yet, but we got the number 1 ranked 2019 recruiting class right now. Well, hey, why don't you and Jamal Morris let the world know? And what you need to let the world know is 70% of the earth is covered in water. The rest is covered by you! We too deep! That's right, Jarrion Jones, safety prospect, became the second safety of the 2019 class to commit to the Sooners. Man, the secondary could feature Jamal Morris on one side, Jarrion Jones on the other side, nobody catching passes. Jarrion Jones is a 6 foot tall, 187 pound, free safety type who had offers from Alabama, Auburn, Arkansas, and Baylor, among others. The last and arguably most crucial commit the Sooners picked up this weekend is not a member of the 2019 class, he's not a member of the 2020 class. He's a member of the 2014 class. That's right, I'm talking about Notre Dame defensive end grad transfer Jay Hayes. The Sooners are used to a wide receiver dropping out of the sky this time of year. Think Geno Lewis, Jeff Badette, or Justin Brown as a grad transfer. But in 6'4", 289 pound defensive end Jay Hayes, we've got a man who's ready-made to play in the middle of the defense and give us some added depth at what is becoming one of the most talented positions of the defensive unit. Now, Hayes played defensive end in Notre Dame's 4-3 alignment and figures to play some sort of defensive end 3 technique hybrid at Oklahoma. Yes, he had 27 tackles and a sack last season, but I think the thing for Sooner fans to take from this is Bob Diaco can recruit. Bob Diaco brought Jay Hayes from Notre Dame to OU. And that's just as a defensive analyst who's been here for just a little bit over a month. So Diaco's already making his presence known, and this coaching staff is fast becoming the best recruiting coaching staff in the country. Man, it's great to be a Sooner. Deuces.